Hello, I'm Daniel Plant with your sports news. In the NHL, the Ottawa Senators won against the Boston Bruins 4-2. Mike Hoffman scored on a third-period power play, and Derek Brachat and Jean-Gabriel Pageau and Alex Burrows also added to the Sens' goals. Patrice Bergeron and Brad Marchand scored for the Bruins. Ottawa's Craig Anderson and the Bruins' Tuukka Rask each made 25 saves. Ottawa leads the Bruins by 4 points in the Atlantic Division. The Winnipeg Jets lost to the San Jose Sharks last night 3-2. The Sharks' Bodkor scored once and Pavelski scored twice. Joe Thornton racked up his 1,000th assists. Winnipeg's Morrisley and Scheifele scored for the Jets. Team Canada is competing in the World Baseball Classics for the 4th time. Comparatively, they have not done very well in each of their previous showings, with 9th place being the highest they ranked in the previous WBC competition. This year's team features mostly veterans. For example, Eric Gagnew, whose last MLB appearance was in 2008, and Ryan Dempster, whose last appearance was in 2013. Both are approximately 40 years old. The team also features some youngsters such as Tyler O'Neill and Demi Orimorlai. This afternoon, the Jays will face off against the WBC's Team Canada in Florida. Several members of the Jays are participating in the tournament not only on the field, but also as coaches. Jays Special Assistant Paul Quintrell and first base coach Tim Leifer will be working with Team Canada as coaches. Jays center fielder Dalton Pompley expressed his gratitude for the club's participation, saying in part, "It is a huge deal that they participate, not only in helping Team Canada, but helping the youth in Canada as well." Team Canada will have its first WBC game on March 9th against the Dominican Republic. You may say the NBA's Andrew Bogut will be taking a break for the rest of the season. Yes, in yesterday's Cavaliers versus the Heat match, Bogut broke his left tibia, and teammates James Jones and Tristan Thompson helped the 7-foot-tall giant off the court. Bogut collided with the Heat's Okafor White and went down in obvious pain. LeBron James told reporters it was apparent it was serious, saying, "I heard it break. I already knew. I heard it crack." This was his first game for the Cavs, and the Heat cast aside the Cavs in a 106-98 win. The NFL's Oakland Rangers are nearing the final sprint in a deal for a new Las Vegas stadium. According to an informed source and first reported by NFL insider Ian Rappaport, the Bank of America has agreed to finance the endeavor. Despite the promise of funding, the NFL still has to reach a conclusion as to whether or not such a plan is economically viable. The finding comes on the heels of 2 rejected proposals. Goldman Sachs and casino owner Sheldon Adelson pulled out of the potentially $19 billion stadium. The largest bulk of the tab will be picked up by the taxpayers. And there are 2 Championship League soccer matches today. First, Real Madrid will host Napoli to see who will advance to the quarterfinals. Both teams are tied for that prize. The 2 teams last faced off February 15th, with Madrid winning 3-1. Second, Munich takes on Arsenal in what will be a difficult comeback for Arsenal after losing 5-1 when the teams last met, also on the 15th. They are competing for a spot in the quarterfinals. Another thing not in the Arsenal's favor is that they haven't advanced to the level in 7 years. Both games kick off at 2:45. And that's all for your sports news. I'm Daniel Plant.